You get so much advice about diet and food. I mean, that's kind of in our culture in general. Like everyone has opinions about food and what we should be eating. And then when you have a disease, which is kind of so obviously linked to like our digestive tract, so then it's like a thing that then everyone will think, well, it's because you're eating this or stuff. And it's hard to sift through all the opinions and figure out where the useful and good information is. My grandfather said I probably had IBD because I ate too much hot sauce.
For me, folks telling me that, oh, you should not eat dairy. You have inflammatory bowel disease. Absolutely, you should have no dairy, no cheese, no milk, no ice cream, no nothing. For me personally, I can have dairy and not be impacted in any way. Now, granted, at some points in my journey, when I've been very unwell, diarrhea, vomiting, all of the things, I'm not going to have dairy. But that's what you would tell anybody who's having those types of symptoms.
And a misconception would be that there's any one diet for the whole IBD community. I don't think there is. I think it's so specific to the individual.
I remember there being a lot of, I guess you could call it misinformation on Facebook, especially when I was starting out looking into potential ways to manage my disease with diet.
I think there's definitely a lot of misinformation out there. I think there's a lot of people who are sharing their diets and the foods that work for them and don't work for them as it is fact that it will be that way for everybody with IBD. And that's where the relationship with food becomes difficult, because it becomes very frustrating if you start canceling foods or start introducing foods into your diet because so-and-so said this is what works for them, when it is truly unique to you. So when it comes to the myths out there to food, I hear lots of people who have proven success with certain diets or certain foods, and I don't discredit them, because if they're achieving wellness doing that, by all means continue.
People have a tendency to think natural is better, and so avoiding drugs and opting for certain dietary approaches just seems more attractive, more appealing. And it's easy for people to say that it worked for me, and then that spreads. But the thing is you don't hear from the people that it didn't work for. And there might be just as many of them.
It's really fascinating. Yeah. And definitely something we all probably want more research on. Because I think you go to doctor's appointments and you ask them what food I should be eating, and you never really get satisfying answers.